Welcome back to the Pokemon HeartGold walkthrough. In the last part we did some backtracking, went through Route 37 and I caught the 5th member of my team. In this part we will explore Ecruteak City. When you enter the Pokemon Center you will encounter Bill. Bill is the inventor and manager of the Pokemon storage system. After talking to you he will go back to his home in Goldenrod City. If you visit him in Goldenrod City he will have a gift for you, so we will do that before we explore Ecruteak City any further. On Sundays you can find one of the weak siblings, Sunny, on Route 37. He will give you a magnet, a held item which powers up electric type moves by 20%. After you have delivered the Spearow with the mail to the man on Route 31 and received TM44 rest, you can return to the guard on Route 35 and receive an HP up. When you talk to Bill again in his home, he will give you an Eevee. Make sure that you have a free slot in your party if you want to receive this Pokemon. Eevee is a normal type Pokemon. It can evolve into 7 different Pokemon through various methods of evolution. A Water Stone will evolve Eevee into Vaporeon. A Thunderstone will evolve it into Jolteon. A Fire Stone will evolve it into Flareon. It can evolve into Espeon with high friendship during the day and into Umbreon with high friendship during the night. It can evolve into Leafeon when leveled up near a Moss Rock, and it can evolve into Glaceon when leveled up near an Ice Rock. The Moss Rock and Ice Rock are not present in the Johto region. If you want a Leafeon or a Glaceon, you'll have to trade Eevee over to a copy of Diamond, Pearl or Platinum, evolve it there, and trade it back to HeartGold or Soul Silver. All of Eevee's evolutions have their pros and cons, and you cannot fail with either of them. So whichever one you choose is entirely up to your own personal preferences. Vaporeon has a lot of HP and has very good special attack. Jolteon is a very fast Pokemon. Flareon has high attack but its defenses are not that strong. Espeon has very high special attack but low physical defense. Umbreon is a physical wall but it is more difficult to train up because of a shortage of good moves. Much of the same can be said about Leafeon, which lacks good physical grass type moves. Glaceon is a good special attacker, but it has very little variety in its move pool, which consists mostly of ice and normal type moves. Back in Ecruteak City, if you enter the house slightly to the left of the city's entrance, a man will give you the Dowsing machine. This machine will help you locate hidden items. By going into your bag and registering the Dowsing machine, you can simply activate it by touching its symbol on the bottom screen. Touch the radar to search for items nearby. The pitch of the sound will increase as you move the stylus closer to a hidden item. And the colors on the radar screen will become brighter. An orange dot indicates the location of the item relative to your current location. Inside the Ecruteak Dance Theater, a rocket grunt is pestering a kimono girl. After you have defeated the rocket grunt, an old man in the audience will give you HMO 3 Surf as a reward. I will teach Surf to Polybike. You cannot use Surf outside a battle until you defeat Ecruteak's gym leader Morty. To the east lies Route 42, and we will take a quick detour over there to pick up some important items. When you approach the entrance to Mount Mortar, a hiker will come running out and bump into you. He will give you HMO 4 Strength. I will teach Strength to Pinsir. To the north you can pick up Team 65 Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw is a physical ghost type move with a base power of 70, and it has an increased critical hit ratio. Ecruteak City once had two majestic towers that rose above the city, the Brass Tower in the west and the Bell Tower in the east. The legendary Pokémon Lugia resided on top of the Brass Tower, while the legendary Pokémon Ho-Oh resided on top of the Bell Tower. But 150 years ago, a lightning strike hit the Brass Tower, causing it to burn almost down to the ground. Lugia flew away to the Whirl Islands. Ho-Oh flew away to look for a pure-hearted trainer. 3 unnamed Pokémon perished in the fire, but Ho-Oh briefly returned to revive them. These 3 Pokémon are the legendary beasts, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. We will pay a visit to the burned tower. Inside the tower, a man called Eusine will come over and talk to you. Eusine has been chasing Suicune for years without success. Gym leader Morty is also here, and in fact you cannot challenge him in his gym until you have been through this place. A little further up, Silver is waiting for you. He will challenge you to another battle. Silver starts the battle with his Gastly. A physical attack should quickly take care of this Pokémon. Next out on the battlefield is Croconaw. Any grass types that you may be using must be aware of Croconaw's Ice Fang. Other than that, Bite will pose the greatest danger. If you are fighting against any of Silver's other 2 starter Pokémon, you may find that Bayleaf is the one giving you the most grief. Try to avoid or get around Bayleaf's Reflect and Poison Powder. Zubat, like Gastly, shouldn't last very long against a few decently powered attacks. However, its great speed will probably give you some trouble if Zubat manages to get off a successful Supersonic. Magnemite is the newest addition to Silver's team. Since it's a dual-type electric steel Pokémon, it is easily taken down with a fire or a ground-type attack. After Silver has left, climb down to the basement. Down here you will find the 3 legendary beasts. They will then run away, but Suicune will briefly pause in front of you before leaving. You will meet Suicune again at certain points during your adventure, and Eusine will still be chasing after it. Raikou and Entei can now be found in the wild as roaming Pokémon. Roaming Pokémon change location each time you cross over into a new route or area. When you encounter them, they will attempt to flee from the battle. You can see Raikou and Entei's current locations on the Pokégear's town map. There is not much else to do down here except to collect a few items and go over the 3 new Pokémon you can find in the tower. Coughing is a pure poison type and it's often used as a defensive wall. However, it has good enough attack and even special attack to make it a decent all-round Pokémon. Its move pool enables it to learn some interesting moves like Thunderbolt and Flamethrower. Raticate is the evolved form of Rattata. Magmar is one of the best fire types available in this game, having both high physical and special attack. Its move pool consists of mostly fire type moves, but also a few fighting type moves. To get a Mortar, you must trade Magmar while it's holding a Magmarizer, which is not available until much later in the game. In this corner you can find TM12, Taunt. Taunt will prevent the foe from using status moves for 3 to 5 turns. Back on the first floor, there are 2 trainers to fight and some items to pick up. Now that we have explored the burn tower, Morty will have returned to the gym. In the next part we will challenge the gym.